he's got damage to his hand. A fight that had started off, as we expected, difficult to score. Stephen Ritchie was slightly different in the way that they had it. But after 4 rounds, Zach Parker can't continue, and John Ryder now puts himself in pole position to fight Canelo.
That's unbelievable, isn't it? He becomes the mandatory, I think, for Canelo now.
Close fight, not easy to score, but Zach Ryder hurt his hand in round number 4 in between rounds. They stopped the fight. I wonder if they're going to show us a replay of when it happened. So now John Ryder is going to go on to fight Canelo. I see it happening. Well, no, we don't know if it's going to happen, but he is the mandatory for Canelo. And if Canelo fights in the UK, he would preferably be Canelo's opponent. But I'm interested in hearing what happened. This was a IBF not IBF. Wait, what eliminator was this? WBO interim title.
Win against Daniel Jacobs, but now this has been a superb win for him. It's obviously unsatisfactory for everyone.
John Ryder's been building a nice little resume for himself, despite the fact that Zach Parker hurt his hand. 32-5 with 18 KOs. But look, Nick Blackwell lost to him. He retired. He lost to Billy Joe Saunders. But then a lot of people felt, including myself, that he had beat Colin Smith, lost a close decision to Rocky Fielding, beat Danny Jacobs convincingly, and now Zach Parker.
As well at the moment. I mean, I'm pretty sure that there'll be every effort made to try and do it again, because it's an unsatisfactory way for it to finish. But should John Ryder get the opportunity to fight Saul Canelo Alvarez,
it ain't happening again.
He's going to make his mind up, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. He's got to go for that fight.
I'm here covering boxing. Wasn't really too interested in this fight, but since it's an eliminator, I was like, all right, well, championship, interim championship for the WBO. So I was like, all right, fuck it, I'll cover it.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the start of the 5th round, this bout comes to an end as the blue corner unable to continue due to an injured right hand. Therefore, your winner by way of technical knockout. And now, the WBO interim super middleweight champion of the world, John the Gorilla Ryder.
What a night for him.
We see the post-fight interview. By the way, I don't think John Ryder can beat Canelo. Sorry. Or Zach Parker. Sorry. Let's see if I can fast forward. See if we get a interview. This was a BT Sports show. Nope, it looked like they're making me fast forward. I'm fast forwarding. Oh, no, wait. They're doing an interview. They're just not showing the footage. My bad. There we go.
Wait
They're talking to Zach.
Can you tell us what happened first of all? At what point did you know you'd hurt your hand?
Yeah, obviously I'm absolutely gutted. I was in the start of the round. I hit him with like an uppercut, and you can see it behind my hand. Just it's like it's out now. So I'm obviously absolutely gutted, but he's obviously a good lad. He'll go on do a good thing in boxing. Obviously I'll come back stronger.
Apologies for the language there. In terms of the fight itself, how did you think things were going? How was it fighting someone a bit smaller than you, keeping it compact? How did you find it? You were moving a lot.
Yeah, I was warming into the fight. It's becoming to be a good fight. But obviously, when the injury happened at the start of that last round, obviously I kept having to move because every time I jabbed him, it was hurting. So, yeah, but it's starting to warm it up into a good fight, but all the best to John now.
Which round did you first feel your hand hurting?
That last round. I hit it at the start of the round, and then every time I jabbed, it was hurting, clicking it was. So.
Well, John, let me bring it. First of all, with regards to Zach, this was his first time fighting someone of your level. Would you consider fighting him again?
Well, listen, I want the big guns now. I want the Canelo fights. I want to end this career on the Aston, the cake and stuff. But look, Zach's a good fighter. He's always got an injury to heal. But listen, the doors are there for him to come again, and I'm sure he will.
So let's talk about that Canelo fight. We know that there is a deadline on this belt. You've wanted Canelo for an awful long time, but there is a May 18th deadline. Canelo in the ring, or perhaps his WBO belt. How do you feel about that?
Well, listen, I'm standing pretty now. Listen, it'd be a dream to fight Canelo in Cinco de Mayo or wherever. But yeah, it's a great win for me tonight. And listen, whether it be for fighting Canelo or being upgraded to full champion, then so be it. There's still great fights out there for me.
And it's been a long road for you. You've had ups and downs, as we mentioned. It seems like there's a resurgence. You beat a former world champion earlier this year. 7 Brits have gone in the ring with Canelo before. They've all come up short. Could you be the one that makes a difference?
Well, hopefully come Cinco de Mayo weekend next year, we'll find out.
Excellent. Well, listen, I'll just ask you finally, after everything you've been through, you mentioned earlier this week about wanting to right the wrongs of the past. Does this go some way towards doing that?
Well, this is the start of it. I've got a great team around me: Tony, Dan, Charlie, Sam, Paddy, Eddie, Frank, everyone from Matchroom. They've stuck behind me and really backed me in this. And it's great to have the crossover with Queensbury now and get this fight over the line. So we're making progress in this game finally. But listen, yeah, we want the big fights now. It's a good night for us tonight. Good night for the gym, but build momentum and yeah, things are starting to look better.
Well, you are the interim world champion for the 2nd time in your career, and we wish you the best of the luck with what's to come.
I don't think Canelo's going to come right back and fight Bivol. I think Canelo's going to come back and fight Ryder, but where though? Will Canelo fight in the States, or will he go to the UK to fight Ryder? And then I think September he'll fight Bivol. That's what I'm thinking is going to happen. And of course I got Canelo. Thanks for watching. I'm T Street Controversy with Fight View 360. Please take your time out, like the video, subscribe.